Fivepin championship play and Masters championship play. Team events mostly, and where there's lots of noise in the crowd because there's so many things going on around you. Other teams are bowling. He said sometimes in an event like this, the silence is more bothersome than the noise.
Yeah. They're used to yelling and screaming and chanting, and when it gets quiet, it's not good. Oop. That's hard to do sometime, too. Get to the foul line and decide that you didn't want to throw it. But he's taking that extra time, so obviously he's dead serious about it. He has to win this one to get to the semifinals and a chance at the big money, so why not take every precaution?
Well, he's so focused that he can tell in his first or second step whether or not he's made a mistake already. So make a mistake, stop before you actually deliver the ball.
Well, he chopped out 10 points in that first ball, and so he started with a strike.
Good looking shot, actually. It was a little bit thick and the head pin went straight back.
With the way he throws, an advantage?
Well, this should be an easy spare. The ball's going to break across into the corner, into the chop off that he had to shoot.
So he gets a spare and 30 in the first. A good start for Jeff Bourne from Winnipeg, local boy, and a very fine bowler over the years, no question. He's had trouble in this series getting going. This is his third appearance, but this time he got it all together. He's 33. And Kathy here is 26 years old. And she's on it. Yeah, again. Boy, she's a dynamo, isn't she?
Oh, she really is. She is so pumped. Seeing this low angle shot again, it's mostly straight end over end roll because she plays an angle on the approach. That's all she's looking for, an area.
On a double, nice reaction. So we may have a whiplash of a match here. Wow. Third frame, 2 strikes in a row for Kathy Davidson. Pretty simple swing, just motions clean. Not too much happening up there, not much movement.
Well, she doesn't give herself a lot of chance to make any errors. Her game is simple, as you suggested. She's got a nice, easy, smooth approach. She doesn't do much to the bowling ball. She's not doesn't throw a big hook or a big backup.
Okay, needs this first spare. She's on the double, and good pickup.
On the inside, a little bit thin, but that's the best way to cover up that spare when you're left with the head pin and the 3-2.
She says her occupation is being a mother. She has twins, Jason and Joshua, and another one, young Tricia. Lives in Sudbury, Ontario. But of course, her match today, Jeff Bourne, he's a little bit older, a little bit wiser than he was the last time he was here, and obviously a little more confident.
Well, he's pumped. He's worked hard on his game. He's ready for the Roxy. He's proving it here.
And he rolled 283 in that first match. That's very good. We see now that Jeff Bourne has a strike in number 3 at the bottom. At the top, Kathy has a spare in number 3. They're like just 5 points apart. It's close right now as they're in the first third of the match.
That's a great shot by Jeff. Really turned it up hard, and the ball broke really quickly across the face of the head pin. Thick enough, though. He got great carry out of it.
And this is the best start he's ever had. 3 strikes and a spare in his first 4 frames, and Kathy Davidson is keeping pace.
Well, Jeff's on the middle. 3 strikes, of course, and the chop off that he made a good spare on. Kathy's missed the middle once. She's got to come back here and hit the head.
She's on it. Tit for tat. Boy, they're just, I tell you, I'm impressed with this kind of bowling because no one is really pulling back.
Neither of them giving an inch. It's going to be the last one standing that wins.
She's just 120 pounds, she says, and 5'5". Good-sized girl, strong and very, very competitive. All right, way to go, Kathy.
And she's on a big roll, Ernie. She's throwing the ball extremely well here. Just no question, both those strikes were dead in the pocket.
She went double, then a spare, and another double. And Jeff Bourne has been able to keep pace. He went strike, spare, and then a double. They're very close right now. If Jeff Bourne hits for 3, he might be able to sort of slightly move ahead if he hits a double, because, this one, because he'll have a triple.
Strike here, give him a 10-point lead in the match.
Oh, no.
Looked like he tried to force that one into the pocket, and he really reefed hard on it, and it broke way right.
Well, he can keep pace here now if he spares. very vital at this point because it's the halfway mark. You can't afford to take a weak frame here.
He's got to stay focused. Yeah. But one of the things we saw in that first match, Jeff was so emotional. He was running out the strikes and jumping up and down. Don't want to lose that either.
Boy, that was a very good clutch ball that time, because you cannot afford, when you see your opponent there that's filled every frame, you can't afford to blow one frame.
Inside, knows it's close. Thank you, thank you.
Don't you love that? Don't get too excited. Okay, so after 5, they've filled in every frame. This is a good, close match, and that's the way you love it.
That was the first frame this game. Jeff has missed the head pin. Does it again.
Does it again.
He may be pressing a little bit here. He's watching Kathy. Obviously, she's right on her game, throwing lots of strikes. Force the ball a little bit. This is the kind of thing that'll happen. Missed to the right last frame. Here he's missed on the left side.
Kathy's just trying to focus now, but Jeff needs a spare here. He has to pick up 3 on the other side. And he got it. Boy, he's throwing some clutch second shots here that he needs.
He really has, and that one was a little bit dicey. He threw it harder. The ball didn't break.
Willie Orton looking on there. Willie's all made the semifinals. He's a defending champion, and he wants to win 2 in a row. We could have an all-Winnipeg final. We couldn't. You never know.
Possibility.
Yeah. No, just going to miss that right side.
You heard that ball just as she released it, dropped at the foul line. One of the keys to Kathy's game is getting the ball out on the lane. Don't drop it at the foul line. She did that there.
Now, it's the pressure on her to spare to keep filling here, because Bourne is filled in every frame with strike or spare. And is she on it? Yes. But she just blew by that corner pin.
That's a tough break. She went to the outside of this one. And if we get a replay, you can see the 3-pin went inside, the head pin went up over top of it.
Well, pick it up, though. 2 points are important. Nicely done. Very nicely done. So after 6, she's in there with 173. Pretty respectable. And it's still a close match because Jeff Bourne is on 145 in the 5th with a spare in 6. It is a close match right now.
That's the first open frame by either player in this match. Kathy's still got a possible 353 remaining.
And remember, she did 319 in her first match. Second best ever by a woman in our series. Right back at it with a strike. Wow.
That's again a little bit thick, but she gets good coverage. You can see here on the replay, both 3-pins take out the corner pins, and that's typical of the way Kathy gets strikes. The bowling ball, because it's rolling end over end, has a tendency to go straight through the middle of the pit, and she looks after the 3-pins, knocking over the corner pins.
Actually, when we get this front shot, we can actually see the ball just touch the front, touch the second pin, and go almost straight through. You're right.
It's a good angle to see exactly what happens to the bowling ball and the pins.
Strike for Jeff Bourne. That's in his 7th. So he counts fully on his spare in 6 and gets to 175, and we're only 2 points apart. Would you believe that? Watch the spread.
Good reaction here. You can see the ball. Jeff throws it back up. It breaks from left to right. He crossed the head pin, but thick enough to get good carry.
Look at this. In the 6th, 173 for Kathy, 175 for Bourne. Each have a strike in the 7th. 2 points separate them. After 7 frames, you can't get it much closer.
No, and that 6th frame open of Kathy Davidson's may be the difference in this match.
One more. I tell you, Bourne is really firing. I haven't seen him this way, and he is pumped.
Well,
He's put a lot of pressure on him.
I don't think he liked the reaction when he let the ball go,
no.
But he'll certainly take the strike. Again, he gets a little bit quick. Got the ball way down the lane. A couple of bounces and a strike.
Boy, double then for Manitoba's Jeff Bourne, a Winnipeg boy. Now Kathy Davidson is looking for her double, and she gets it.